Discovery of high lead levels in Flint, Michigan and Sebring, Ohio are bringing the issue of contaminated water front and center nationally.
But lead isn't the only contamination our communities are dealing with. Tonight, NBC4's Dwayne Pullman takes a close look at the rules that many say need to be fixed as he begins a two-part examination of our failure at the faucet.
Yeah, take a look at this. It's a map from the Ohio EPA. It reveals all the places in our state where water advisories are in effect right now. And lead is only part of this picture, where everything from E. coli to arsenic is raising the alarm.
Drinking water here is contaminated. That's a problem because here is a government building in Fairfield County that serves the developmentally disabled.
What's in your water?
We have arsenic.
Repeated tests reveal arsenic in the water at levels twice as high as the EPA standard for arsenic contamination. Now, drinking fountains are turned off and bagged, notices are hung, and bottled water is being hauled in.
How long has this been going on?
Our first report on that was about a year ago.
February 23rd, to be exact. While there's a plan to disconnect this well and hook up to county water, that fix is still a long way off.
I mean, hopefully it's within 2 years, yeah.
Is that acceptable?
It's too long.
That may be, but right now it's all within the EPA guidelines for fixing contaminated water. Under U.S. EPA rules, it can be up to 2 months before you're told about high levels of lead in your water. And as this complex grid shows, some contaminants, like E. coli and nitrates, require immediate notification. But as a general rule, there are delays. And in many cases, it can be years before the system is fixed and your water is clean. I discovered this map from the Ohio EPA. It reveals more than 80 spots where buildings, neighborhoods, and cities in our state are failing at faucets, places where water advisories are issued. Under EPA rules, an action plan to begin removing contamination from the water doesn't even have to be filed for a year and a half. One of these spots has an advisory dating back to 1992. The most recent advisory is, of course, Sebring, where even the Ohio EPA director admits it took too long to notify customers that their water was contaminated with lead.
Is that acceptable?
It's absolutely not.
Director Craig Butler is now pushing for speeding up the process to remove the lead in Sebring and the time it takes to filter all our contaminated communities.
We want to see the federal law changed, and we want to be at the head of the class when they start these conversations.
Butler's not alone. I asked for an interview with Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown. I got it.
You need something to change at the state level.
In a satellite talkback from the U.S. Capitol, Senator Brown tells me he's pushing for overhauling EPA rules.
We all know better than that, and to hold that information, regardless of the law, to hold that information is irresponsible or worse. The law needs to be fixed.
Yes,
And Senator Brown says he is going to try to fix all of this, drafting a bill he's introducing in the U.S. Senate. But will Senator Brown's bill go far enough to protect you? My NBC4 investigation, Failure at the Faucet, continues tonight at 11. I'll see you then.